saying that we are from Industri, all of the unions, and already sent letters requesting for meetings. Two of our local affiliates also sending similar letters and to the ministry in order that we could meet. So we plan and schedule this meeting because we want to show solidarity to our colleagues in the Freeport and the Smelting. He was asking whether any response was given from us, and Bonnie was explaining that actually our letters got basically received by the ministry, but no response was.
Okay, so Andrew.
Thank you. Firstly, thank you very much for agreeing to meet the delegation at what appears to be very short notice. But I've been assured through our Singapore office that communications were made with the ministry to seek a meeting. And again, so being without being disrespectful, we were hoping to meet with somebody more senior because we have very grave concerns about what's happening to our affiliates here in Indonesia at both Grasberg and Gessi. Okay. We're also here to show solidarity and support to our affiliates and their members who are involved in these two quite serious labour disputes. What has concerned us as much as the length of the dispute and what appears to be a technical legal argument about whether the strikes at both places are legal or illegal has been our confirmation since we've arrived here and in our meetings with the affiliates yesterday and with the Ministry of Manpower Director General earlier today, is that we're seeing a situation where not only are the workers being punished because they're not being paid because of this technical argument that exists, but now we have the families of these workers being affected because somehow the companies appear to be able to interfere with the workers and their families' rights to health benefits, social security benefits, accommodation benefits, and even financial access to their own accounts. Those things are very disturbing, and they certainly appear to be concerning to some of the regulators that we spoke to this morning and indeed to the Director General. Now, we appreciate that the government and the government departments have been taking some action, but given the seriousness of the situation and the numbers of people and their families who are involved, what we've asked the Director General to do this morning and what we were hoping to deal with either the Minister or someone, again, respectfully more senior than yourself, was to ask the government of Indonesia to redouble its efforts to seek to resolve this dispute. If there are technical issues that need to be determined by the courts, then that can go through whatever that process is. But really, workers need to be allowed to return to work. They need their benefits reinstated. They need their unpaid salaries paid. And return to work normally and allow these technical legal issues to be sorted out in the course of time in the courts. From our own situation, and I don't pretend to know anything about detail about Indonesian law, but from my own involvement in Australia and with Australian law, these matters can take many months, if not years, and it would be wrong and inappropriate for the workers and their families to suffer for that period of time while the technical issues and the legal issues are resolved. And that is basically what we were seeking to have a discussion with, again, respectfully, someone more senior within this ministry. Obviously, Mines and Mineral Resources are directly responsible and involved with Grasberg. And I was actually involved in an industrial delegation to Indonesia a couple of years back after the tragedy at Grasberg when the 30+ miners were killed in the underground, and met with people from the Industri and the department. So I have a small amount of history with the department. I think that's about all that I need to say in this forum, other than to again thank you for making yourself available, as I said, at such short notice. And, we would really appreciate it if you could pass our concerns on to more senior people, up to the minister's level, if that's at all possible, and reiterate that our desire is to see this matter resolved. If the technical issues need to take time, then so be that, but workers and their families shouldn't suffer in the meantime. From Industrial's perspective, we will continue to support our affiliates here in Indonesia, and we will continue to take action against Freeport and Rio Tinto and PT Smelting, and we will raise our concerns about human rights abuse, social abuse, as we see them, and it's understandable from our affiliates, at the global level if necessary. We have no desire to seek to embarrass the government of Indonesia, but what is going on at these two operations is, in a word, untenable, and something which the global trade union movement will mobilise against if necessary.
Okay, thank you. Yesterday we had the people from Minerva, and I saw the papers showing that yes, we do. We are monitoring all the process on daily basis. They put all update for each day since the beginning of February, from something like that. But unfortunately today we don't have any people from Minerva. So the thing that I can do is just to absorb what you will mention to us, and I will do my best to pass this message also to the DG. I'm a little bit senior here, so only one posted up to me before the minister. So I think even though probably I'm quite young here, in position I'm quite senior.
Thank you, and for that we thank you as well. I obviously don't understand the structure within the ministry, so we thank you for such a senior person agreeing to meet with us.
Yeah, actually the mission here is coming from United States. Okay. Ben Davis from Australia, welcome. Is speakers from Australia also, and Nina from Netherlands, and then from South Africa. And here is our director at the industrial headquarters. Adam, would you like to say something about this? Yeah, so this is Adam Lee, and then we come here not only for ESDM and not to this ministry. There is some serious meeting. This morning we have a meeting with the Ministry of Manpower, and they are completely there, from the Director General until all the directors. We appreciate it so much. And then when we heard that ESDM didn't reply our demands, our letter, and then also letter from CMW, letter from Fspmi, we thought that's okay. Let's see. We just coming from Ministry of Manpower, coming here to meet what will happen. And now it's thank you very much for your kind attention to meet with us. But again, because last month, I think all the general, the director general, and then 3 director and 3 staff ahli apa bahasa Inggrisnya saya lupa. Yes. Itu they accepted us. Okay. I attended the meetings with the all full delegates of the Ministry of Energy. And now when we bring the international guests, solidarity mission here, I'm just surprised because no one letter from Ministry of the Energy that they will accept us as an international delegation to support our comrades and our members in the Glasgow.
Yeah, very sorry for that. Because we are not in appropriate way to have you here, but frankly, I do not have letter. And if you said that you have message, then there will be Minerva will be meeting with you, but in fact I don't know on this meeting. I got the notice today at 9 that all of you will come to us, and we do just to buy this kind of snacks, everything here, and
The things that we would propose is, and one of the reasons we wanted to reach out to this ministry, accepting that this ministry has no labour rights portfolio within its portfolio, we understand that. It seems to us, frankly, that the Ministry of Manpower is struggling with the economic power and political power of PT Freeport and PT Smelting. So we think if we reached out to the ministry which deals with the other side, which is the mining rights side and the mining safety side, then perhaps the two ministries combined could seek a whole of government approach to this issue. Frankly, both companies, from the advice we received today, are, as we would say in Australia, thumbing their nose at the Ministry of Manpower at both regional and provincial level, and to some extent at the national level. And perhaps it's, as we would see it, a more holistic whole of government approach. So with the support of this ministry and the Ministry of Manpower, then perhaps the broader government could realise and appreciate what a serious situation this is, that damage is being done to communities and to Indonesian citizens, and issue a whole of government approach to Freeport and PT. So that's the purpose of this. We do understand the limitations, the framework within which this ministry operates, but of course it's a key ministry inside the whole of government as well, a very important ministry.
Yeah, I think I got your point about the Freeport case, but not the case of the manpower. I mean, the Freeport business. It seemed to me that we are getting closer to the deal. There are still some discussions, but we work with the Freeport. We have the team here signed by the minister to negotiate with the Freeport. But I cannot say anything in the progress of this. But on that aspect, I think we are in the same boat on this. How to solve the Freeport business in here. Karena dari situ kami paling bisa menyampaikannya sisi itu.
Thank you, and apologise for downgrading your status within the ministry. But we
Yeah, I do really appreciate your engagement on this case. So I'm hoping that we will. But I think this is that we believe that you can help, and I believe that of course you can help on this situation. Let's see. I will work in our side, and please also you support bagus our brother here.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Terima kasih Pak.